chose not to have the surgery. He chose to rest and relax and hope it goes away. And then he ended.
We took a look at Gilmore, and if we got Gilmore, we win in the division. I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like Stephon Gilmore.
Richard Rogers. He's with our team over the last couple of years. So this is about our fourth time picking him up. What does that mean? Welcome to another episode of Birdgang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Birdgang 31. Sorry, Nation, I dropped it on the wrong one. I was running late from work, so that is the reason why. Further A.M. will be on immediately. He's switching over right now. Sorry for the mess up. You know, I'm moving kind of fast. You know, we got the new Nation network started, so it's been kind of busy for Birdgang here. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys ready for us to beat them Niners? Yeah. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait. So, you know, we're just waiting a couple of minutes here. So for Further to switch over to this network, I accidentally started on the wrong network. So we're just waiting real fast for Further to get in here. He's ready, though. But how was everybody today? What up, Eric? How you doing, my guy? We got Luke Compton in here. How you doing? If you guys have not subscribed to the network, please do so. Birdgang Nation Sports Media is live. We have 2 shows live on there as of right now. We got the weekly special with me and JC Eagle Talk, and then also Philly the podcast. Philly Insider podcast is on there for the day. So make sure you guys, after you guys finish, go check that one out. What up, Nikki Cunningham? How you doing? How you doing? We got Mrs. Birdgang in the house. Yeah. I think Jones get bent in half and Gibson has a monster game. Hey, it's possible. It's possible. We're gonna see what happens with that one. You know what I'm saying? That should be a good game, though. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I think the Eagles had a great game 1, you know, and I think, you know, we're going to continue that streak here in game 2. Facebook user, how you doing? Make sure you click that button up top. You know, it'll let you know, let us know your name so we can know exactly who it is. But much love for supporting the channel. Like I said, we are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, and we are definitely here on YouTube, my guy. You already know. Hey, what up, my guy? It still be better if we can see the name, my guy. It still be better. So what do you guys think about this Niners game? I'm waiting on Further to get in here. We kind of had a mix-up before, and I think he's a little confused. Yeah, hearts and love. Much love to you guys. The nation is growing. We are so close to 1K, guys. Make sure you get out there and get everybody to sub Birdgang Nation Sports Talk. You know, we are at, I think, 786, something like that. We are so close to the 1K mark. I am so excited to get you guys there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep grinding. This whole season, we got a long season. So at some point during this season, we're definitely going to reach our goal. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get Further here. Let me see where he's at in the chat. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Here he comes right now.
Oh man, finally. What's
Hey, that
up?
was
Hey.
my bad, my guy. My bad. I totally pushed the wrong stream and had to get us back on here, guy. You know, moving too fast, moving too
Oh,
fast.
you're
But we're
fine, man.
here.
I thought
This
it was
is
all my fault.
Further.
He's here with us now, guys. Go ahead and drop it down. Let them know where they can find you at. What you've been up to, my guy.
Hey man, but first off, I appreciate you bringing me on. This is great. I can't wait to talk some Eagles football. You can check me out on Further A.M. on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I'm all on those, social media. So check me out. Lately on my YouTube channel, I've been doing Microsoft Flight Simulator around Philly. Y'all want to check out some aerial good flight simulation and flying around Philly? Come check out my channel. I think you'll really like it. We're working towards doing Eagles highlights soon. Don't worry. I just got to build up a few. I want a good 4-minute long. I don't like those minute highlight videos. I like put into depth some real good, maybe a movie or a good soundtrack or something that I can think about what this season is all about. And so far, this season has been quite amazing and unexpected, so
Unexpected,
it, man.
man. Here on Birdgang, we expect the Eagles to do great things this year, my guy. We're going to dominate the league and all the teams that go against us. When you have a dominating offensive line and a dominating defensive line, the sky's the limit with your team. All them young skill position players. How did you like the first game?
First game was unexpected for me. I thought it was going to be way closer. I thought Matt Ryan was going to put up some numbers. Unexpectedly didn't put up a single touchdown, just 2 field goals. I was actually quite shocked about that. Defense really came out on fourth. I was worried about the defense in the first, but they showed up. I'm glad they even showed me, even on that first drive, we stopped and do a field goal on the very first drive, just do a field goal. And for a second there, I was like, oh boy, here we go. We're already down by 3. It's going to end up being like the next season all over again. But then right away, we came back in Devontae Smith with that amazing touchdown with Jalen Hurts. I just changed everything. Just put the biggest smile on my face. And then to stop them again. And then who was it? Then they had Ertz made that amazing catch, but we stopped there. We got stopped there, and we didn't do anything until the second with that Jalen Reagor and that Goddard pass. We had the Jalen Reagor pass down the field to Goddard, and then that amazing, the smallest little window of a catch from Ertz to Goddard, and I was like, man, this is going to be a magical year. I hope we're not getting tricked. I hope I'm not being a charlatan right now. I hope I'm telling y'all some real good hope. But what I saw yesterday was something I haven't seen, honestly, till 2017. I have not seen anything like this at all. And even the score doesn't lie. We haven't had a game where we had a 26-plus victory. We won by 26 points. Last time it was the 28 back in 2017, where we did that 3 weeks in a row out of 4. We had that bye week, but 3 games in a row we scored with the Rams, the Cowboys, and the Broncos, straight 28 point victory on all 3 of those teams. That was just amazing to watch, and I hope we really see something like again this season. I'm really expecting Devontae Smith to show up this season. I can't wait for this week.
Yeah,
so
man.
Hit at me. Let me know what's up.
They're definitely showing up and showing out this year, man. That was just the first glimpse of what we can do as an offense. There was some rusty spots in there in that first game, but I guarantee every game's going to get a little bit better and better. You know what I'm saying? Like, these first 6 are our hardest, tests of the season. You know what I'm saying? We got the most skillful playoff teams to go against. But I guarantee, man, the Eagles will continue to get better. With Mailata out there, he just got his contract. He's going to be proving that he is that next elite left tackle in the league. And I cannot wait to see what we're doing, man. We're going against the Niners this week. The Niners do have Ayuk was on limited practice, so we don't know exactly what kind of condition he's going to be in this week. Mostert is out for the season, so we don't have to deal with him this week. They have some people banged up out there. The Verrett's out there, the starting cornerback, going to be out this week as well. So I look for the Eagles to really attack the Niners in the air game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get out there, get up early. You know what I'm saying? We can get to a nice jump start, 14 points in the first quarter, just jump on them real tight and, let our defense pin their ears back and attack them. I think we'll be in good situation. What do you
I completely agree with the Mailata. We just got to keep them staying healthy. That's all I'm worried about on the offensive line part. I think we're set on offensive line. Just if we could get Brooks back, Just get Brooks back, get Hargrave. I mean, Herbig. Excuse me, Herbig, and he's supposed to be a backup center. So
Yeah.
his position right now is not where he's supposed to be, but he's doing as well as he could. I mean, last season he was, he wasn't protecting Wentz, but he is protecting Jalen Hurts. So I can't say. I don't want to say too much. Let's just keep what he's doing. He's doing good, and he definitely improved from last season. So just get Brooks back. That would be great. Who else are we missing? We're missing McLeod.
Right now,
Is he going to be back?
McLeod's been practicing this week.
Cloud.
So he's practicing. I would like to see him hold him off one more week before we get him back on the field. Last week, Kayvon did a great job out there. He handled business. He did, he was serviceable. So let the young guy keep getting some more playing time. Let Rodney McLeod get all the way healed before we put him in the game. That's what I want to do with McLeod there. But it was good to see the clips of him out there in practice, running around, catching the ball, doing this thing out there. So hopefully next week we'll get him back for the Cowgirls game.
Yeah. What about Chris Dickerson? I heard he's fully back at practice now, or something like.
Yeah, Landon Dixon's back out there. He's back at practice again. He's starting to get back into football shape. People are on the fence about it. Will we play him this year, or are we going to redshirt him the whole year? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't really need him. Sam Muller was the highest rated left guard out there this week. And that will be the only spot I can see Landon coming in and playing this year. It's his spot because, you're not going to replace him with Lane Johnson unless, this is all if we all stay healthy.
Healthy. Yes.
You're not going to replace him with Landon Johnson. You're not going to replace him with Brooks. You're not going to replace him with Kelsey if they're all healthy. And you're definitely not going to replace him with your new $60 million left tackle there. So, Sam Ali is the odd man out if Landon is healthy and practicing really good. He's the only guy I can see him beating out.
Now, my next question for you is, what do you think about Davion Taylor coming back? I think he's a 3rd round pick, and would you think we're going to see him this game?
Hey, Davion was doing great all up until he got injured. You know what I'm saying? They were moving him into the start rotation, moving him back and forth. He was playing with the seconds and the ones. So I am very interested to see what happens with Davion Taylor now that he is healthy and back at practice. Like I said, he was hurt, so we got to see how healthy is he. Is he just practicing now, or is he actually going to get a chance to play this game? They sprinkled in Sean Bradley into the last game. I know Davion Taylor was a little bit higher than him on the depth chart, so maybe we'll see a little Davion if he is completely healthy this game against the Niners. We can use the speed, with Kittle being a super fast tight end, strong, fast, big physical tight end. It'll be good to have a guy like Davion out there in that linebacker core, to help guard him up, and bump him off the line, give him a little pusher.
And this is where I go all the way back to why we didn't get Jacoby Stevens. And we could have had him, now that Taylor was injured, maybe we could have put him in, because we really need Avery Wilson to step up this season. No doubt against the 49ers. And Garoppolo, especially with Kittle. Kidding me. He's going to be all over them linebackers. Yeah. He's going to be just swerving right on through.
Really have to step up this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to have to be playing some A ball out there. What I'm saying? We need Wilson. We need Singleton to be flying around making those tackles. I don't want the defense to get so, comfortable, worried about the passing game with, Deebo Samuels and, if Ayuk plays and Kittle, did they forget about the running game? Because, they still do have some pretty good running backs over there in San Francisco, even though they're starters out. You know what I'm saying? They drafted that guy, what was his name again? Who was the running back? Dang, I had his name on the tip of my tongue. Big play. What's the running back name for San Francisco? I know you know.
Are you talking about Jeff Wilson?
Wilson is back there, yes, but the rookie.
No.
The rookie running back, he came from
is it start with an M?
No, Mosters, he's the one that's hurt.
No. Okay. Yeah. And I heard Wilson's gonna be out though. Did you hear about that?
Wilson on whose team? Oh yeah,
on the 49ers.
Yeah, he's gonna be
out
with
the knee.
Yeah, but their running back, I can't think of his name right now off the top of my head, but they do still got a young running back over there that's talented. So I don't want us to be worried about the passing game so much that the running games kind of hurts us this week. You see Atlanta come out early last game, and they're running the ball with Mike Davis, who's a little bit past his prime, and a receiver, and Cordell Patterson was running the ball pretty good that first quarter. So I want them to be, ready to go. Look out for the run in the pass going into the beginning of this game. And, we need to start fast and early. It took a couple of drives before our defense really got a hold of things, last game. And I want them to come out firing, fired up and
Yes.
ready to, put a hit on everybody early, And then you got to also worry about, is Trey Lance going to play the same that he played last game, or is they're gonna get him into the rotation a little bit more this game? Those are some things the Eagles really got see. And I don't know, they used him like Jalen Hurts last game, where he came in a couple of plays, sprinkle here, sprinkle there, and I don't know how they're planning on doing that. Are they working him into the system so he can be the starter? Because Jimmy G still had a pretty decent game. He threw for over 300 yards last game, so he did have a good game, and I know they want to get Trey Lance in since he was the #1 draft pick, but it's still Jimmy G's team. So I'm more worried about if you let Trey Lance get in there and affect the running game than I am about Jimmy G passing the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because Jimmy G isn't the fastest quarterback in the world. If we can pin our ears back and go get after the ball and hit Jimmy G a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? The game should be
Yes,
pretty
get that pressure. Get the pressure on him. Give him any time. Don't give him, just like we did with Matt Ryan's this week. I
good.
completely agree. If we can maintain and keep the pressure, just like we did with Matt Ryan's, we should not be worried about passing. Then we're gonna have to worry about the run game, and that's where I'm gonna go on. I need more Singleton. We got that preseason love with that Singleton. Just every play was
Yeah.
Singleton, just all over the field. Like I was like, man,
Mhm.
he's just like, this guy's, even if he's not making the main tackle, he's like even grabbing on the guy's legs, like I'm part of it. Like,
Yeah.
like I'll even push him even if I'm not part of it. Like I'm still part of this process, and I need some more Singleton. So, and he's our guy for the run. We
Yeah.
could block those holes and keep our defensive O-line working, have Cox again with Hargrave. That would be great. I need to see a little Brandon Graham. Who's with me
Yes.
on Brandon Graham?
Have you
Where,
seen that
little
hit last
Brandon
week?
Graham?
He did do that nice hit last week. He got that running back pretty good when he drilled him.
Yeah,
But
he did.
I want to see Sweat get some sacks this game. You know what I'm saying? Like last
Yes.
game, we didn't see Sweat get no
Sacks.
sacks. We didn't see no Fletcher Cox getting no sacks. We didn't see Brandon Graham get no sacks. I want to see some of these guys, that are the stars of that defensive line, get to the quarterback. We can put pressure on them, but we need to get home now. You know what I'm saying? We need to get these sacks up. We have what, 3 sacks, maybe 4 sacks last game, but I want to
I
see
thought
us have.
Fletcher Cox didn't get a sack.
I
You
think it was 2 for Hargraves, 1 for Ridgeway, and then
oh
1 for Johnson.
okay? I thought I'm sorry. I thought I heard Fletcher Cox. I must have been mistaken. Wrong
Unless I
guy.
missed out on that, I
I know
thought it was.
Hargrave for sure,
Yeah, he
and I
got
know
2 of
Fletcher Cox almost got the first sack. It was real
them.
close, and
Yeah,
but then I thought Cox got one right after Hargrave.
I
I'm
think that was
mistaken. I'm
Ridgeway.
sorry.
I think that was Ridgeway that got that sack.
That was must have been Ridgeway then. But
Yeah,
Fletcher
because
Cox was
right up
there
the
every
middle, he
time.
pushed that center all the way into the back of the uh, all the way into the front of the quarterback. It was a great pressure sack where he
Yeah.
like line drive them all the way back to the quarterback. So yeah, these defensive line need to keep up doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to see more turnovers this game. I don't think we had 1 turnover last game in Atlanta, even though we blew them out pretty good. I want to see some turnovers this game. I want to see Big Play Slay get a pick. You know what I'm saying? Let's get, a fumble from Sweat or one of those guys,
We
Barnett, one of
almost
those
did
guys.
right before halftime. There were 3 defenders. Matt Ryan's almost threw it away in the end zone. He threw it right at the pylon, like the goal line. And there
Mm-hmm.
were 3 guys just running out this way. And I was like, man, if just one of them got it, it would have been an easy pick six all the way downfield for a 90-yard touchdown. Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
So we
They
need to
just
get,
was just 1 second off.
yeah. Because you see the defensive line, once they got that first sack, they were sacking. You know what I'm saying? They're all animated. They're getting happy. Like you said, back in the 2017, that's how they were. They're out there having fun, competing and having fun. They wanted to get that next sack so they can go do their dance. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the secondary do that this week. Maddox had a great game against Pitts. You know, I don't know if you can put Maddox against Kittle though this week because Kittle's a little bit bigger and more experienced than Pitts. So I would like to see
Did
who
you
they're
hear
gonna.
about Maddox though? I think Maddox got injured today with a groin injury, and he might be out.
Did
That's
he?
news that just came out today.
Oh wow, that's an update news. I've been out
Avonte
there all
Maddox,
day.
cornerback, groin injury. It just happened today. Yeah,
Oh, well then
yeah.
Maddox is out. Who's gonna be that nickel cornerback? Josiah Scott, or is it gonna be the rookie McPherson coming in? We're gonna need somebody to put a clamp on Mr. Kittles here because if you let Kittles go wild, he'll go crazy on you. You know what I'm saying? So I think we probably should use a Harris. You know, bring Harris up in the safety
Yep.
spot, let him bump him off the line, put a little bit. He's more bigger. He's a physical, safety. Let's get him on Mr. Kittle's this game. So
I'm a little worried about Epps too. Our safety is got that concussion.
mhm.
He's under protocol. I doubt he'll play, and I really don't think Zach Ertz will play. It's questionable. I'm going to say he might play, but still right now questionable. We don't know if Zach Ertz will play or not. I hope he will though. We really need him. He's a
Well, if he
big
doesn't
factor.
play, I want to see Goddard get a lot of
Yep. He
targets.
was savage last game.
Yeah, you seen what what's his name from the Lions Hawkinson did to the 49ers last week. He had like 7 8, like a lot of catches.
Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he had
I
a
watched a little bit of the highlights. Yeah.
yeah, he had a bunch of catches. Hawkinson, he had a bunch of catches against the San Francisco last game. So, I want to see him get open. Goddard should have a good game this year, especially if you got Devontae Smith and Quez Watkins stretching the field out there today. On Sunday. So, I think Goddard should have a good game. Maybe get him over 100 yards this next game. And then I want to see Miles Sanders run. I need him to get over 100 yards rushing this game
I
because
completely
to
agree with
beat
that.
the
He's
40,
close. He's close. He's a quarter away. He's
yeah,
a quarter away.
yeah, but
25 more yards. Give it to me.
to beat the San Francisco 49ers, you're going to have some ball control. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to control the line of scrimmage, and we're going to have to, have nice, steady drives as opposed to, on 3-and-outs or, quick scores. We're going to have to control it the whole way because the Niners are a dangerous team. They do have a great defense, and, their offense is nothing to play with, even if, Mostert's out or even if Ayuk's out. So, Debo Sanders went for 189 yards last week. So, we definitely got to clamp them down. I think big play Slay can handle them. But we definitely going to have to play some good defense this week.
I completely agree. I think we're going to have to step it up on, once again, our outside linebackers and our middle. We got to count on Singleton in the middle just to stop that run. And I think so far, I think our cornerbacks have been doing, defensive backs been doing pretty good. So I'm not too worried about it, but I don't want to lead false hope because I want to continue what they did, with this previous week. Carry it on. Keep going.
Yeah.
Don't give me a 1% less. I want 5 more percent every week. Every week, a little more.
They should be
I count
7%
on that.
better every game or 6% better every game if we're doing 1% a day. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see that out there on that field. How do you think Bosa's going to do against Mailata when he lines up against him?
I think he'll be all right. I think so far, we've seen him even last year just step up, and I think Jason Peters has taught him well, and I think he deserves every bit. And he's showing that contract that he got for 64 million, 41 guaranteed. He's showing right now that he's worth that paper. So once again, I just want him to stay healthy. Let's, just keep protecting our guy, our number one, Ertz. Let's make sure that he continues on well, getting these great passing yards. I want him to show me 250 again. He did 264. I want 250 and over from him. I'm expecting that. And I just don't want any interceptions. But I don't think we'll see any of this because they're already – I don't know if you've seen their injury report, but they have a lot of defense. They got a cornerback out, a linebacker, defensive tackle, defensive end. So we could maybe utilize that one side, maybe, especially for Goddard. If he could get open, that'd be great type of position for him to get a lot of yards, especially since you were talking about Goddard earlier. If Zach Ertz doesn't make it this week and does end up not playing because of his injury, then he needs to show up. And I wouldn't mind seeing Richard Rodgers come out, maybe do a catch too as well. Let's see what what's up? Maybe we could surprise the 49ers.
Yeah. I don't know. Did we bring Richard Rogers back?
Oh,
Or because I
I
remember
thought
he
we
got
did
cut.
we.
We got Jack Stahl, that is the third linebacker there.
Oh yeah, we did it. Who is our backup?
It's Goddard, Ertz, Stahl, and then we had that
Yeah,
Tyree Jackson. But
yeah, we
Tyree
got rid
Jackson,
of Rogers. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry,
yeah, no
we got
worries.
rid of.
Jack Stahl though, yeah, we need to get him involved too. Just in case. I think if Ertz doesn't play, which I think he will play, but if he doesn't play, then we can probably bring Jack Stahl into that second slot, and then we'll probably run a lot more 11 personnel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like once again, I just want our offensive line to stay focused on protecting number one, Ertz. We gotta keep sure that he's protected. We can't afford any injuries on the offense. And
Hmm.
Davante Smith on average and putting up 11.8 yards. What a great average to start week one out with. Do you see an increase on that average or a decrease on Davante Smith's overall yardage average? He
Um, the,
did. He recorded 6 for 71 yards and 1 TD. So he
mhm.
almost got 12 yards on average.
Yeah. Hey, Devontae Smith is gonna get better every game, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I was on with the Moochie last night. He was like he want to see Devontae Smith score a touchdown every game this season. Plus, you're gonna have a couple of games where he scores more than one. To be honest, I think Devontae Smith will score a touchdown this week, but his stat line will probably be around the same it was for Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is gonna be the game for Quez Watkins, because
Oh yeah.
if they're
Okay.
starting, cornerbacks out, that means their second cornerback's going to be on Devontae Smith, and then their third cornerback's going to be in Quez Watkins. And I think that is a mismatch made in heaven for the Eagles offense. You know what I'm saying? Like Devontae Smith is going to be able to roast that second cornerback, but all the attention's he's probably going to get double coverage over there. You know what I'm saying? So that can leave Quez Watkins 1-on-1 on the outside.
Yep.
And he is way too fast for anybody out there. And I think we got him started early in the last game, but this game is going to be that game where we go deep to him a couple of times. Like I could see Jalen Hurts putting up about 350. You know what I'm saying? This game, definitely getting Quez involved. Like we said, Goddard involved and Devontae Smith involved. So I'm looking forward to this game. Everybody thinks it's going to be real close, but this can be another one of those games where I think the injury bug hit San Francisco at the wrong time, and it could be just like the Atlanta game, not as close as everybody thinks it's going to be.
And I agree. I would think Watkins is going to put up great numbers, and we saw some great catches from him in the offseason. So I'm looking forward to seeing some amazing TD end zone catches, like
Hmm.
especially if we're right in the end zone and we need somebody to quick and throw to right out the pocket. I mean, he'd be right open and be able to spin around, put 2 feet on the ground, and let's go.
Right?
And then so it just gives us another option, another person I'd like to bring up, Rieger. Let's see him show up again.
Yeah.
That he had a great game. I
Yeah,
mean,
that screen
wow.
pass to the house was nice. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
blocked perfectly, and he did his part and got to that end zone. You know what I'm saying? He's another one that,
That
we
Mulata
didn't.
was that Mulata block, right? That was
Yeah.
yeah, on that play. Yeah, that was amazing.
We
That
didn't
was
even see
great.
Rager score a touchdown till halfway through the season was over last year. And it was good to see him also get his first touchdown. I want to see a little
Mhm.
bit more out of the 21 personnel when you got Miles Sanders and Gainwell in the backfield at the same time. I think we can really run the ball really effectively by doing that RPO. Maybe do some double option. Where you're optioning it off because Jalen Hurts is such a threat with his legs. Either one of those
Oh yeah.
guys. You like who are you gonna get? Who are you gonna try to put your
Oh yeah.
focus on stopping when you got Hurts, Sanders, Gainwell all running the ball pretty good. So I think that that's going to be the strength of our offenses week. In the early part of the game, we're going to come out running the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're gonna bring them up, and then right there in the middle of that first quarter, early second quarter, it's gonna be boom, deep ball to Quez Watkins for the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna wake everybody up.
I like that.
Everybody
I
gonna
like
be
that.
exploding in the link, and
Yeah.
everybody's gonna be rocking in there. And then that's when we're gonna be able to do whatever we want. Cause now the defense is gonna be confused. They're like, "Hey, we can't stop the run. How are we gonna stop that pass now?" You know what I'm saying? That's gonna get the team on its heels, where we'll be able to get up early on these guys. Cause that's what we need to do. We need to jump on top of them early, and then come back with the nice run game at the end of the game.
I'm gonna add to it. Let's score again on the first drive, just like we did in the 2017. You know, every time it's like every game 2000. We were like, even if it wasn't our first drive, we would just come. If you know, whether we kicked off and they scored or whatever, it doesn't matter. When we had our first drive, we would always score. It was just amazing, and it even they statistically showed at the end of our season going into the playoffs. I mean, every time they score, it's like they always win. If it's like every time they don't score on the first drive, we end up losing. So I'm going to stick with that 2017 mentality, even though it's not the same quite team. But let's start off the game with a nice 7 points.
Oh yeah, and I think it's
Yeah,
definitely possible. I think our team
definitely.
is better than that 2017 team. To be honest,
I
like
agree.
youth,
We might see as a big
at the skill
surprise.
positions, we have better receivers, younger, faster receivers than we had then. We got two elite tight ends as opposed to one. At that time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like our defensive line is too deep. Even the backups that come in on our defensive line are Pro Bowlers like Kerrigan. Barnett's looking good out there. You got the rookie in there, Ridgeway, and uh what's his name again? Milton Williams
Yeah.
back there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like our line's looking really good on both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I think our team is more capable of doing that this year than we were even capable to do it that year. I see Jalen Hurts being an MVP candidate by the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely
Whoa.
got.
All
He,
right. Put money
he,
down on it.
yeah, I do. I put a
Let's
bet.
go.
I think it was like $200 on the Eagles winning the East
Wow.
this year because I am that confident in our on our offense and our defense this year. Like as long as we don't get that injury bug again, the sky's the limit for our team, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we got veterans in all the right spots. The cornerbacks are veterans. The safeties are veterans. The defensive line veterans. The offensive line's veteran. And those young bucks are at the quarterback, receivers, and running backs. And those are your skill positions where
Yeah,
you
here.
want to be the fastest and the most athletic on your team. So the combination of veterans and young, experienced players with upside is awesome for our team going into this year. Hey, shout out to the 13 in the chat. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Also, like my boy Further A.M.'s channel.
Thank you
He's a
guys.
new up and
Appreciate it.
coming Eagles content creator. Go subscribe. His link is in the chats. I think it's going to be a great season for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like all Eagle content creators are going to have a great season this year because we're going to be pumping out all the facts from our awesome team this year. Like I said, I got us going 12-5. You know what I'm saying? Like I see, giving a couple of teams some wins. We might not. We got a couple of hard teams on our schedule that we might lose to, but it's going to be a close game even in those losses. But 12-5 where I got us Birds going this year. And I think it's going to be a very nice year for us. Might even get a first round bye. Who knows? With the talent that's on this team. Shout out to my boy Eagles Talk from Delco. How you doing, my guy? Granzer 12. Granzer 12 is Jalen Hurts, Randall Cunningham 2.0. Yes, he is definitely like a Randall Cunningham 2.0. I do like that analogy, my
He
guy.
can run, man. I love it. He can run. And he's not like you. I don't know if you watched the highlights against that Colts game, but Carson Wentz was doing the same thing, just scrambling for his life, just getting sacked, hit all over the place. I was like, wow, they just watching Jalen Hurts, know when to throw the ball away, knowing when to throw and when to scramble and throw the ball away. But not only that, when he knew he could actually escape out of the pocket and get, he was getting 10, 20 yards just boom, gone. I'll get the first down, no problem, easy. And I hope he does that a lot, but I, want him to stay safe and smart like he is doing. I don't want him to get hit. Once again, Carson Wentz, you see him just head first diving, like a college player. Like this is the NFL. Slide, man, slide.
That is the
Like
biggest
it's baseball.
That is the biggest difference from Hurts and Carson Wentz running the ball. Hurts is actually a dual threat quarterback. Shout out to my guy.
He's like diving in the pool in the shallow end. Let's just dive in the shallow end. It says do not dive.
Yeah. Shout out to Birdman 951, for coming in here, hitting that like button. Much love to you, my guy. But yeah, Hurts
Ooh,
is different. You know what I'm saying? Carson couldn't figure out how to slide. Carson
yeah.
always diving head first. Hurts is going to take what the defense gives him. He's looking to pass the ball first, but he is truly a dual threat quarterback. He knows when to take off and take that 7 yard scamper, run out of bounds. Or, if he breaks off for a 15-yard run up the gut, he sees those linebackers or safeties coming. He's going to just hit that slide button. You know what I'm saying? Like a Madden, you know what I'm saying? Hit the slide, boom, quarterback safe.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's going to keep Hurts upright and, from getting a lot of hits this year. I am looking forward to him. Like I said, all he has to do is keep this pace he's on. He has 60 yards a game every game, but all 17 games, he's over 1,000 yards rushing for the season. You know what I'm saying? Like if he, continues, I think it was like 266 a game the whole season, then you're like over 4,000 yards receiving.
264, very close.
Yeah,
264, yeah, yeah.
you know,
264 yards. That's
that's a
that's impressive, man.
yeah.
For a rookie. I mean, well, not a rook, but leading the team with a new coach, new system, new everything. We're not in Doug Pederson. Carson Wentz isn't starting anymore. He's gone. This is a whole new thing. This is like a brand new team, and I'm loving it. It's like getting a new pair of shoes right out of the
Oh yeah,
box,
we
like
got some
putting the
new
laces
J's up in
on.
this house. We got some retro 13s up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good season, man. I can't wait to see how this game plays out. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be the first test. I looked at Atlanta was like the warm up game. Even though they had some talent, they had just enough talent to consider them good enough to be a good opponent for week one when you're going
A
into the
threat.
season.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, threat. With a new head coach, a new defensive coach, new offensive coordinator. To see everybody gel that first game. Those first couple of drives on both sides kind of gave us a little bit of okay, we're playing some football here. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you got to see the talent of the Eagles take over that game. So I see that this week's is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have to start out a lot faster and a lot hard, hit them in the mouth early.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want the Niners, to get any kind of rhythm started. You want to hit them in the mouth early, get Jimmy G shook, shook in that first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop that run game early. Don't let these guys come out there and get chunks of yards on you, in the first couple of drives, because then they can continue to do it. Shanahan is a good coach. He's more experienced than the Atlanta's coach, you know what I'm saying? So he's been in the league a little bit. So I'm pretty sure he knows how to, dissect your weakness on defense. So if you had to think of one position, if Maddox doesn't play, then yeah, you want to attack that third cornerback.
Hmm.
You want to attack those linebackers, see where they're at. They're nice, young, fresh linebackers. Where else would you want to attack? If Kayvon Wallace is playing over McLeod, you might want to attack that safety, because I think he plays on the same side that if Maddox was on that side. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to worry about him. So it's going to be a good game. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I had us winning 35-17. We
35 cents. I had my that's close. I'm kind of close to. I did 27-17. I think it's a 10-point spread,
mm-hmm.
under over. I mean, Las Vegas probably like 8 or something. I don't really know, but I don't keep up love, but my spread, I'm doing 10 points. So I think Eagles should easily get over 10 this game, especially with the home opener and the
Mm-hmm.
fans, the tailgate, the smell, that aroma. We're back in the field. There's going to be a full sold out game. We need the fans to really bring that noise, that enthusiasm again. This isn't last year. This is a whole new, that was an empty stadium with cardboards. I mean, with a whole state of, making noise, we could blow those cardboards over. We could make an earthquake. Let's show Seattle. We could make an earthquake here in Philly. Let's do it. Let's bring the noise. Let's be the loudest fans ever right now. Get rowdy. It's been a year. We miss it. I can't wait. We're going to tailgate our asses off. We're going to drink a lot. We're going to get in the game. We're going to yell, and we're going to watch a nice flyby and a good intro, maybe some fireworks, and then we're going to just scream.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna be
that's what
super
could
lit.
really affect the 49ers on offense is if they can't call plays because we're so loud, they're just gonna have to keep calling timeouts, and those
Yep.
timeouts are gonna affect them at the end of the game.
Yes, sir. He said, "What key matches do you both focus on in this game, and which player needs to step up on offense and defense for the Eagles?" The key matchup is who's guarding Kittle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Mhm.
think Big Play Slay can hold down Depot, by himself. But Kittle's another beast. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're saying Maddox held down Pitts game one, but I also think Maddox wouldn't have been a good, person to put on Kittle's because Kittle's is a lot bigger, stronger, faster, and more experienced. So I'm looking for that matchup of who's guarding Kittle's this game to see, how our defense is going to do against their offense because I want, like I said, I'd rather have uh Harris guard him. Anthony Harris, he's a veteran. He have some, veteran experience. He's a ball hawk. So and he's a more physical presence. So I want to see Kittles get guarded by Harris, and then players you need to step up on offense and defense. Defense, I want to see those linebackers, like you said earlier. Singleton and Wilson need to step up this game. I want to hear their name called a lot more often than
Avery
last.
too.
Yeah,
Avery too.
and Avery too. Yeah, exactly. I want to see these linebackers step it up and hear their names called out a lot more this game. Making some tackles on offense. Like I said earlier, I want to see Quez Watkins ball out. We've seen him early, and then he kind of disappeared the last game. I want to see Quez Watkins have that preseason game. Where he has like 3 catches, 120 yards just showing off his speed, showing
Oh
off
yeah.
his route running, and really getting the game early. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that deep bomb to Quest early off in the game and see where we can go from there. But with our offense, I do like spreading it around as well. That was another big thing I think we need to continue to do the rest of this season. Don't make one guy the focal point of our offense. Keep going to everybody. Miles Sanders had over 100 yards. Kenny Gainwell had a touchdown and some yards. Devontae Smith had a touchdown. Goddard had a touchdown. Rager had a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? We spread the ball out very well in that first game. And I think if you continue to do that, no one will be able to target on one person, and our offense will be that much more successful moving forward.
I completely agree with everything you said, actually. I like the ending, what you said. I like how we're really right now just changing it up on
Mhm.
offense and keeping it kind of equal. It, once again, just reminds me of 2017, whereas last year we were just picking on, say, Aguilar or we were always hoping for Jackson and to get back, but he always ended up injured, remember? But when he did play, he ended up doing a touchdown
Yeah.
right down the field.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, oh man, where is he going for the rest of the season? He had to be injured.
Right.
I wish he was kind of still on the team, but if he's going to play injured, I don't. I
Right.
don't. I can put the money else in someone else's pocket that really wants to play football, put up the numbers and show. And right now, I'm really liking what we're doing. Like you said, just spreading the offense around, just like peanut butter on bread. Just spread it nice and around evenly. And if we keep doing that, then they're going to have less footage on one person and targeting on one person where hey, maybe defense, we should switch it up and get on Devontae Maddox the whole game. But no, they use Devontae Maddox evenly the whole game. But, I do still want him to show up. Give me another, what was it? He got 71 yards, right? I want 75 yards from Devontae Maddox. If
Devontae.
more better, but I want Devontae Maddox with 75. And then what you said with Watkins, I expect him with over 100. We need to start passing to him more.
Mhm.
Whatever we do. Another good thing, one thing I would like to see is a little bit more shuffle.
Mhm.
Downfield blocking, maybe swinging on over to the running back, let him make the moves, get some where Mulata can come down and Kelsey, the downfield blocking like we saw. Let's see some of that
More
again. I
swing
like
play.
that downfield blocking.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be the first game we get 2 receivers over 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Ooh,
it's gonna be Watkins for sure. I think Devontae Smith is still gonna upright. Every game should get a little bit better. So I
okay.
think
I like
Devontae
that.
Smith having maybe like 105, with a touchdown, and I got Quest Watkins is about 125 off of and a touchdown, maybe 2 touchdowns. So like I said, 35 points, man. Whichever way, whichever formula, I think the Eagles can get that high, and I think they will this game. We don't forget Goddard. Goddard's gonna get his eat this game too. So it's gonna be a big game for Jalen Hurts. I think he's gonna hit 350. You know what I'm saying, easily. And this offense gonna keep rolling. We're gonna get better. We're on an uphill battle, getting better one day at a time. And I think it's gonna start like the game that we had last year against um the Cardinals. That's the kind of games I think you
Okay,
see
I see where you're
more
going
of,
now.
from Hurts this season. 350, 100 yards rushing consistently though. this season. I think that's what you're going to consistently get out of Hurts. You know what I'm saying, this year.
I would love to see 300 yards from Mertz. That'd even be better than what we saw last game. So
Mhm.
if
I
you're
thought
telling me
even
over
last year,
300, let's see some bomb down the field.
I thought last game he could have even got over 300. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
oh yeah.
They got a little conservative in the middle. That's another thing with our coaching staff. I don't want Nick Sirianni to get this lead like he did last game, and then kind of like in the third quarter, he kind of like leveled off a little bit. You know, he leveled
Okay,
off a little
okay.
bit, give him a little bit more hope. Like I want the foot on the gas pedal to halfway through the fourth.
And
You
our
know,
defense showed that in fourth quarter. They just came out of. They said, no, 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 no. We're keeping it to 6 points. You're not getting another point on the board. And I really like that. But yeah, I completely agree. Don't stop. I think one thing we might have failed on last year was definitely the second half. Some games we did show up on the second half, and it's like, where were we the first half? Or we
yeah,
did great in the first half and didn't show up the second half. So we're going to have to play all 4 quarters football, not just the first half and then we're going to show up the second half or vice versa. It's going to have to be 4 full quarters of full football. Don't, like you said, sometimes play conservative. Sometimes it is smart play, the educated way. But even you saw last game, he went for it on 4th down. And
yeah,
even me in the back of my mind was like, man, he's pulling a Doug Pederson.
yeah. Trying to be like
Like,
Dougie
he
V
can
over
punt the
there.
ball right now, but he got it. It was that Zach Ertz catch, and they continued on. I was going to ask you, they kept showing that play being reviewed, and the announcer was like, I don't know about that being a catch. I think they should have challenged it. And I was like, don't say that. Let's just move on and forget about it. But if you looked at that footage,
They
it was
challenged it, but
wobbling on the
it
ground.
was too hard to tell the way it was because it
Yes,
looked
yeah,
like
it was hard.
he secured it, but the tip of the ball did hit the top. But hey, it was a touchdown for us, and I was like, as long as he said touchdown, I'm 100% behind the umpire when he said touchdown right there.
No, 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 not the touchdown. The one where we went for it on 4th, and it was that amazing Ertz touchdown. It was like Ertz on his knees, and like he fell over, and like the ball like kind of bounced off. We didn't score on that drive. We
Oh,
ended up actually punting.
uh,
Ertz did make an amazing. Well, maybe I might be wrong. No,
I
because it
remember
was that
when
amazing
Jalen
Rager
rolled. I don't
pass
think it was
down the
on fourth
middle.
down though, but I think I remember seeing Jalen roll to the right, and he threw it to wide open to Ertz, and he was on the ground when he caught the ball or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And then that play was stopped. I did write down that play was stopped. We ended up having to punt that one, but that was the one where we went for it on the 4th down. It was kind of shocking. And
Yeah.
then later on, we stopped the Falcons, and then Rager caught that amazing pass down the field for like 20, 15, something crazy. I didn't actually get and then we threw another one to Rager, and then the one to Goddard, and then the one that was in the window touchdown with Goddard again, and
Mhm.
that's how we scored on that drive, and that was amazing. But I think Ertz was out by then.
Yeah, he had took a couple of plays off with the hamstring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he came back in the game, so that's why I think he might be playing this week. You know, I think it's just tight. You know, all the veterans had Monday off, so they can start getting back into practice this week. You know, everybody's gearing up for the game, so I think we see a little bit of Ertz there. Like I said, I don't think we need to have Ertz. Like I said, with our talented receivers, we don't have to run so much 12 personnel to the point
Mm-mm.
where it's like we don't really need Ertz to be 100 because he can go in there for like 10, 15 plays, a game and be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Goddard's season. It's time to see what we got in him. We need to feed him
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
ball,
yeah.
see what kind of elite tight end. This is the perfect game. You're gonna have him on the same stage as Kittle. You know what I'm saying? Goddard and Kittle on the same field, same stage. Who outperforms who?
That's
Last week,
great. That's great. I like that. That's like a boxing match. So it's like
yeah,
not just the Eagles versus the 49ers. This is like Kittle versus Goddard
Goddard,
now. Like
yeah.
I
You know,
like that. I like that. It's like
they
we got
both
some
got
matchups going. It is true.
Yeah, they both got a little bit of an injury history. Kittle's been hurt a little the last couple of years, a little bit. God has been hurt a little bit the last couple of years, but they're both considered top flight tight ends. Obviously Kittle's one or two, 1A, 1B, whichever way you want to put it. Do you put
Hmm.
Travis Kelsey above him? Do you put Kittle above? They both do a little bit of something different. They are the two top tight ends in the league right now. But then you got Goddard trying to come up, and he says he is an elite tight end. But he has to prove it. You know, he had,
Yes.
urging his way from proving that. And I think this is the season finally we get to see that.
And we need him to stay healthy as well, too. If you want that to be true and factual, he has got to play the full season. And we haven't seen that yet, so let's hope that he just stays healthy. We need him to stay healthy. And so far, I think he's good. I think this new staff or whatever is doing a better job than what we've seen in the past 2 years. So I'm really looking forward, and I hope that they keep him healthy. And because we can't afford any injuries this season.
No,
I mean,
no.
we got a good team, but if we
Well, at
start
some
losing
positions we
players,
do
we're
have
going to be in
depth
big trouble.
to do it. Like I feel like last year when our line went out, we can't have that kind of thing where all your linemen go out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying? But
no.
we can afford like one lineman to go out on offense or defense and
And
still.
he's already out, Brooks.
Yeah.
He needs to come back.
Did Brooks
So
get hurt last game? I thought he played.
Brooks hasn't played. I thought he's been out
He played
since
last.
the beginning.
It's
He
Dickerson
did.
that was out. Yeah,
Oh,
Dickerson.
Dickerson was not in. No,
Yeah.
no.
So
Brooks did play,
yeah, Brooks played last game.
but he's still got a knee injury. Oh, he just must be resting. So
Hmm.
he played, but he still got a knee injury though. Okay,
Yeah.
so okay. I wasn't actually looking for him, but that's good that he's in there. We need
Yeah.
him in there.
Oh
That's
yeah.
good.
And as long as he
That's
guys like,
huge.
I say even if he were to go down, say he does go in and he hurts his knee a little bit more, right? I still see the Eagles bringing in Landon Dickerson in his spot. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like Landon Dickerson's a beast, and I think he'll do a good job coming in. The sooner we can get that guy on the field, the better. Where he can start controlling things. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully we don't have to have Brooks out, but if he does, I don't think our offensive line will be that much, in worries like we were last year. Like last year when he was out, it was a big deal. But this year, I
mhm.
don't think it'll be as big of a deal.
I'm just worried about his knee problem as well. Dickerson also has. They both have knee problems, and Dickerson's just gone back all the way through college, missing games as well.
But
And
see, a lot
so
of those injuries,
we need to get him just healthy as well. So
see, a
not
lot of
rush
these
him.
people are like
Maybe
worried
like
about.
you said, save him for another game.
Yeah,
Don't let him play with
a lot of people
49er.
be worried about Dickerson and saying, in terms of like saying that, he's so injury prone, we need to worry about getting him completely healthy. You got to realize Dickerson played like 26, I think it was like 24 or 26 straight games in Alabama. A lot of those major injuries came when he was in Florida before he even went to Alabama.
That's
But
true.
when he was in Alabama, he was fairly healthy until the game before the championship where he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And if he would have got hurt early in last season, he would have still been a first round draft pick this year. It's the fact that he got hurt so late in the season. You were going to
Yep.
miss a couple of games starting this season. That's why he slid to the second round to us. So we kind of got a steal there. And I think, if he says he's healthy, he's starting to play like he's healthy, then, we should, as fans, just support it. If he gets in the game early, let him get in the game. We don't draft these guys high.
Yeah, give him some reps. Give him. If he's
Yeah.
never going to get any reps, he's never going to learn. He's never going to get better. Sometimes if you rest too long, you
Mm-hmm.
become too injury prone. I found that out playing my own sports, like say
Yeah.
golf or disc golf. If you just give up for a while because of an injury and don't work at it every day, then you're just going to lose, and you're going to get more injured the next time you go out.
Yeah.
So maybe
And
it's
that's what
best to
happened with
get
our
him
team
out on the
last.
field. Give him
And
just
that's
a
what
couple
happened
of
with our
snaps,
team
something.
last year. Dougie B had all them veterans, and they kept giving them veteran days off, and it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
why
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
kept getting
yeah.
hurt because they
Smoothie
weren't
machine.
practicing. They're just going out there. Oh, I'm a veteran. I know the playbook, and they were getting hurt left and right, man. So like Nick Sirianni's got these boys practicing. I think he'll be fine whenever the time does come for him to come in. Like I said, I don't wish anything bad on anybody on the offensive line, but I am on the board of like if you can upgrade a position. I give the example like say we were to go out and trade for like a Howard or something. That would automatically move Big Play Slay to second corner, Howard to first, and Nelson to the slot. And everybody probably wouldn't even flinch a beat about it, but they'd be like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? That's awesome. But when you talk about moving Dickerson into, say a Malo spot, because he is the weakest link out of all of them,
Mm-hmm.
everybody want to be like, well, don't, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
I
I'm like,
agree with that.
yeah, I
In
get
a
it
way,
to
in a
extent
way,
in
in
a
a
way,
way, though.
but when you got a
Situation.
more elite player, and if he's ready and he's healthy and he's showing in practice that he can play better than Isaac, then you gotta do what you gotta do. Everybody know what Isaac is. He's a great left guard. Yeah, but he's not. I mean, he's a good left guard. He's not a great left guard. He's not a Pro Bowl left guard. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a good serviceable guard that's going to do his job. But if you got a guy that's going to be elite, step into that spot where the holes get bigger. Jalen has that much more time, and we're already on a winning streak. I'm more on the front. Like, go ahead and play the guy, man. Play the guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, put the right chess pieces in the right spots. Don't make any false moves, and let's get this checkmate on Sunday. Because I really we really need this win. It would be really nice to stay first or not. I don't want to be tied, like because it's this game that we're about to watch is kind of important. Whoever wins this, because let's say we do not win this Sunday, we're going to be tied whoever wins tonight, unless the Cowboys pull it off.
Tina, what's up, girl?
Which
I think Dallas got a rough road. They got a lot of players hurt over there, man. Like,
yeah.
They
So do the Redskins and the Cowboys. Have you seen their problems tonight? They don't have Redskins don't have a starting quarterback. Barkley's not starting for the Giants. I think there's a wide receiver missing on the Giants, or maybe
They said Barkley.
There was another big guy that was missing on the Giants that's not going to play tonight. So I mean, this is it should be the Redskins winning, but
this is the prime. See, that's what we need to think. And I want our Eagle players to be looking at this. We have prime.
Real estate prime right now.
To go take a huge lead on this division. We got to handle business every week right now. We go take care of these Niners. Next week, we go beat up Dallas Cowgirl team, which is very likely of happening. I can't wait to get to next week. We're gonna have a lot of awesome shows.
We have a lot to talk about next week. Yeah. Good news. Hopefully, we'll have good news.
Hopefully we can go. Yeah. We can possibly even start the season out 3-0. You know what I'm saying? 3-0 going into that Tampa Bay game. And
that sounds so good. It's like music to my ears. When you just said that, I was like, oh. It's like the Do Funky Beat 2020 just came out, and it's called the Philadelphia Eagles. Get used to it. It's a good tune, man. It's just got the beat.
Nina, are you talking about our defense? Or are you talking about the Cowgirls defense? Whose defense you talking about there?
Maybe she's saying Washington football team's defense.
Oh yeah, Washington football team. Yeah, that's.
I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah. So yeah, their defense wasn't. I knew that last year. Everybody's saying they have the best defense, right? And I was like, how did our B team? We had backup linemen, backup receivers in that game. Right before that half, we handed them the division. You know what I'm saying? Right before the half, Jalen scored 2 touchdowns, against Washington, going into the half. Like, we could have won that game if, Jalen were to continue to play. But we obviously knew that was going to happen. So we pulled Jalen and brought in, what's his name? Studfield or Suckfield, whatever you want to call him,
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So, like, if our backup lineman could do that against hold them in check like that against that defense, what do you think our starters would do this year? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about I'm not worried about no one in our division, to be honest. I think it's realistic to sweep all.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
I read right through the Cowboys and the Giants. I knew there was going to be problems with the Giants. It's just like every year with what's that one GIF with the water boy? I saw. I think it was like Barstool posted it, and it says, "Oh no, we suck again." It's like literally it's every single year. The Giants just cannot figure it out. And what sucks is it started all the way back with the coach that left that went to the Jaguars. You know who I'm talking about? I can't think of top of my head. And it was all the GM's fault. It had nothing to do with him. Why am I having a brain fart?
Of who?
The Giants head coach that got fired went to the Jaguars. Come on, it killed me.
What was the Giants head coach name? Fossil or no?
Oh, so Coughlin.
Coughlin, yeah.
Yes. I was thinking. I was thinking the head coach of the Steelers in the top. I was like, no, get that out of your head. I was like, it's the Giants.
Yeah, Tom Coughlin. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you, Nina.
But yeah, the Giants is garbage. I see us sweeping them this year. Washington football team with no quarterback. I see us sweeping them this year. And the Dallas Cowgirls, I think we might split because we're gonna win this game. But by the time that week 17 game comes around, we might not need to play our starters by that time. We'd be so far ahead that we might be able
Wow.
to get a first round bye. Or even like be on our way to the playoffs, not worried about having to play our starters that last game, man. So
Well, historically how the Eagles go when they get a bye in the playoffs. You know how that ends up going to the.
oh
I'm not going to
yeah,
say NFC.
yeah.
That's just statistically. I've said
Watch.
it
That's
even
why like a lot of
2017.
fans are like, we're gonna have a good season, but I'm looking at like 8 to 10 wins, and I'm like, guys, you don't understand. If we make it out of this 6 game stretch, 4-2 at worst, we're gonna go to the playoffs. That's guaranteed. The rest of our schedules gets a lot easier moving forward after that. You know what I'm saying? And then in the back end with the division games, with all these players that getting hurt, even Samuels on Washington's out. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even have receivers over there. Like it's gonna be easy sledding the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? If we're all healthy and we're all staying on track, and Nick Sirianni continue to do what he's doing, we should continue to call these good games. You know what I'm saying? Like we should definitely be in prime position to get a first round bye, or even like home playoff game come to playoffs. So
No, I can't wait. I just hope, like you say, we stay healthy, and I mean, we could get that bye week in the playoffs. That'd be great. That's just one step closer,
yeah,
And the Chiefs lost this week, did they not?
yeah.
Yeah, that was really surprising. And then us defeating the Falcons so badly, a Matt Ryan's quarterback team that was rated so highly. Once again, shocking. Miami, beating. Wait, did the Patriots come back? What was the overtime game that it
I
was
think
the
Miami
Bengals?
won the Patriots game one. Yeah.
Wait, the overtime game.
Oh,
That was the.
are you talking about the Ravens game?
Oh no. I think I'm thinking of the
The
Bengals game.
Bengals game.
Yeah. They came back.
Yeah. It's gonna be some interesting football this year.
Right. Against the Vikings. Yes.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be
I
interesting
got them
football.
mixed up against the
Like
Dolphins.
even like
Yeah, the Miami won. I knew that.
the
I was like,
Packers
no,
game.
they didn't know overtime in that game.
What happened to Aaron Rodgers that Packers game? You know what I'm saying? Like they look trash this year. But that's just one game. It's the first game of the season. You can't really judge anything off these first 2 games. You know what I'm saying? The first games of the season, you gotta kind of let some of these games play out to see exactly what teams are and what they're not. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these good teams that everybody thought were gonna be like highest ranked teams, took that L in week 1. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
Packers.
Mm-hmm.
I was. Wow.
But shout out to the 10 in the chat. Please hit that like if you have not. Subscribe to my boy Further A.M. He's an up and coming Eagles content creator. He got his channel going. You know what I'm saying? His link is in the chat, the comments up top. So go ahead and go up there and subscribe to my guy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of my shows, we are over an hour here. So we're going to start wrapping it up because I got to do another live tonight. But, I like to have your all-time Eagles team as the first guest on here. So this is your team. Don't worry about what people are saying in the chats. Don't worry about who's actually the best in that category. This is just your favorite players that you've watched or throughout the history of the Eagles. So I'm gonna break it down for you to let you know what I need, and just go ahead and let's have fun with it. So your quarterback, give me your starting quarterback of your all-time Eagles team, and who will be backing them up.
All-time favorite quarterback. That was a hard one. Actually, that was the hardest question. I even messaged you on that. I was like, that was one of those things I've never really thought of because I just kind of like the quarterbacks of the Eagles, but I've never put them in like a top 3 list. I had to really think about it, and I'm gonna have to go with Cunningham.
Nice.
Cunningham. It was between that and McNabb.
I'm
put McNabb at 2.
Okay.
McNabb was great. I don't know. Either one of them should be number 1, to be honest with you. So
you can say 1A and 1B. Because it's not really like a depth chart. It's just your top 2. You know what I'm saying? Your top 2 guys. What about your running backs? Give me 3 running backs. What else, Mokala?
Let's say I'm gonna go start out with the bottom. This one's a personal favorite of mine for number 3 as we work to number 1. Number 3, Deuce Staley.
Nice.
I kind of grew up with him. Deuce, and he is the coach that kind of showed us how to do the McCoy and like he did the McCoy before McCoy was even here, before Brian Westbrook was here. I mean, it was Deuce Staley. It was just amazing to watch him. It was like he was never on his feet. It was just like if you put it in slow motion, the guy was just always on the ground, flying around the field. It was just amazing him stepping around all over people. One of the he watching him on the yearbooks especially, they would just always show Deuce Staley just doing some of the greatest touchdowns and greatest plays. And
Right.
then I put down for 3. Well, I put this is number 2. I put Wilbert Montgomery.
Wilbur
It's in
Montgomery was a
between him
legend.
and Steve Von Buren because you have to give them both kind of some credit there.
Right.
I also put Sproles doan because I just love Sproles. I mean, all the way back
Rose
to
was
like
good with us too. Like I said, that's why I like it, because there's no wrong answers. It's just who you want. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I mean, it's just everybody. But my number one's Brian Westbrook.
Brian
That guy
Westbrook.
was a savage. Yeah, we're gonna have to hand that one to Brian Westbrook. He earned that one.
So it'd be like
Yeah.
it'd be Brian Westbrook, Van Buren, and Deuce Staley.
Yeah, there you go. That's my top 3 right there.
Nice,
Perfect.
that's a good one. That's a nice little stable backs there. You got a little bit of everything. So give me your top 2 tight ends.
I'm not going by statistics. It's just opinion. Just watching him. I mean, I was a huge Brent Selleck fan.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. Like I used to see him back in the day, and it'd be 3rd and 4th, and if they didn't throw to Brent Selleck, I'd be like, "What are you doing, coaches? When in doubt, you always throw to Brent Selleck because it works every time. When in doubt, Selleck." Like I used to get so pissed at the TV. Yeah, I love Brent Selleck because he could always get it done. I remember him jumping over the guy on the Ravens. I mean, he did so many memorial. He's the guy who got Zach Ertz going. That's who my second one is Zach Ertz, because I think Zach Ertz learned under Brent Selleck. And not only that, Brent Selleck was a great blocker for Ertz.
Yeah.
I mean, he devoted his whole career and said, I could be doing some catches too and stuff, but I'll do the blocking. You go down the field and catch him.
Right.
And I like that chemistry and how it worked, and they got along, and you can't complain.
Nice. Hey, that's a good one. A lot of people use those 2. Those are 2 definitely good tight ends in Eagle history. Give me 4 receivers.
Okay, 4 receivers. I'm going to say number 4 is Deshaun Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people are going to say, what on that one? But yeah, he's the bottom of that list. I put Mike Quick number 3. Mike Quick was a savage back in the day.
Mike Quick.
And one thing, I'm going to have to give credit where credit is due. It's not really a statistical thing. It's just you got to give respect where respect is due, especially what he did in the 1960 and being the first team in the NFL to beat the Green Bay Packers for the NFL championship. So I'm going to go with Tommy McDonald. He's a legend. He's a savage. He's an Eagle. He got it done. And if I'm not mistaken, no, I think it's another person. I got another stat down somewhere. There's another character, we're going to get to it in a second, that has a real interesting stat that I wrote down that I just learned about that I didn't know about. We're going to get to that when your questions here in a second. But number 1, I'm going to go with Hall of Famer Harold Carmichael. You got to give number 1 to Carmichael.
Old school receiver.
Guy was a beast.
The big boys. I like that. Who's going to be starting on your offensive line?
Number 1, I'm going to go straight. I think we all know Kelsey. This is a great team player, all around great guys. Just brought the team together. Great speeches during Super Bowl victories. Who would have known during that parade he was going to come out like in the Mormons costume?
Classic. Sure.
Throw me a beer. Did you see after the game of the Falcons, he caught another beer?
Yeah.
I was like, that's when you know we're back in 2017 again, when the man starts drinking. He's back on his rocker again. He's a hungry dog. Just like he said, he's hungry. He's thirsty too. Right. He's ready to play. He's downfield blocking, giving 2 blocks. That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And then I'm gonna go number 2, Jordan Mailata. Yes. I expect a lot of things. He was a project. We didn't think that he was even going to be a starter. This is going to be something like maybe we'll just trade him down the line, give him to someone else. Then he just worked so hard under Peters and just showed us so much. And he learned how to do that back kick just
Yeah.
like Jordan does to
Yeah.
protect the quarterback. And just for a rugby player to transition from being in Australia to America to learn NFL football, I thought was crazy. So I gave him the number 2 spot. And number 3, I'm giving Lane Johnson.
Lane Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not gonna do the whole line? You're just gonna give me 3, or you want to do the whole line?
That was the O-line, I thought. I thought that your starting O-line.
Or you do 1 at each position. So you got two tackles, 2 guards, and a center. So you just
Okay.
you
So you want
need
me
2 guards right now.
2 guards. So Will Brooks
Yeah.
and Mulata, like I said, and then Lane Johnson, and then Isaiah Malu, like you were talking about, Kelsey the center, Goddard Nerds. So that's the whole full line. Did I get that right? Did I missing anything?
You got Mala as your guard?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
This is starting right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
You're gonna get
Then
the
that's
line
the way I
down
do it.
right now, basically. Okay.
That's the way I would do it.
I got you. And then what about your defensive line?
Defensive line, okay, Cox. Let's see, Cox. We got Graham, Hargrave, and what was it? Come on, he was the guy who got the sack. The guy who got the sack at the Falcons game. I'm having another brain fart, man. Who? It was Hargrave.
I'm gonna put on like all-time favorite list. We're talking about Rashawn Ridgeway.
Oh, I thought we were talking about right now. Defensive line. Oh, all time.
Yeah.
On the D line.
Yeah.
Oh, then Fletcher Cox. And then what's in between that and Reggie White?
I think you got 4 spots, so you can have both of them.
So Jerome Brown,
Reggie White, Jerome Brown, Fletcher Cox, and who's your other end?
Vinny Curry. Gosh, I wish he was back. Yeah, Vinny. I love. He's a savage, man.
Vinny on
Sorry, I thought you were just talking about current D line. So I didn't. So because I would have made Reggie White number 1 right off the bat.
Right.
so I had to rethink that whole thing again. Sorry about that. No, I got that mixed up.
Right. What about your 3 linebackers?
All time, correct? Not right now. Okay, all time, definitely number 1, Chuck Bednarik.
Okay.
Guy's a savage. Point down on the ground like the guy's completely dead. Oh, that guy's a legend. Seth Joyner.
Yeah.
Can't forget me some guy. I wish we had all the. Actually, I wish we had all these guys currently as linemen. And then the third guy was Jeremiah Trotter.
Trot in the house. Yeah, he's got to have Trotter on that list. Give me 3 cornerbacks.
Cornerbacks: Eric Allen, number 1, Troy Vincent, and Lito Shepherd. I mean, all savages. Legends.
I like it. Give me 3 safeties.
3 safeties. Oh, number 1, Dawkins. Right up top. Dawkins. You see him. He's right there. Yeah, Dawkins. Wes Hopkins. I like that. Wes Hopkins. He did it before Dawkins. He was real good. I wish we had a little bit more Hopkins with. And then Bill Bradley. He led the NFL record for the first leading team 2 years in a row for leading sacks in the NFL back in 69-74. So I'm giving Bill Bradley it.
You went old school on that one. I like it.
2 years in a row. First to do 2 years in a row. So, I mean, that he's got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, he's a legend. He's the first to do it.
And your kicker, Akers?
Oh, kickers, David Akers.
Punter?
Donnie Jones.
Defensive coordinator?
Now, I went a little different on this. I'd said Jeff Fisher.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's a good move. That's the first time we got Jeff.
Right. He got that Super Bowl as a defensive assistant in the Bears. Then went with Buddy Rhymes to the Eagles. And then did his a defensive coordinator job. And I mean that whole span there that he was there. I mean, you saw what happened. I mean they were
dominating,
savages on defense. I mean, if we could just have a little better of the offense, we probably easily would have made the Super Bowl.
Right.
89 through 92. But our defense was scoring more points than the offense during that time. Look it up.
And then who will be your head coach?
Head coach Dick Vermeil. Player coach Dick Vermeil took us
over Andy Big Red.
I like Dick Vermeil. I mean, you go to the Super Bowl, my guy. You go to the Super. I mean, the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like the first of his kind to actually stand up for his players. Like he was part of the team. Like Andy just was like, him was, just he's got his clipboard hanging and walking around like conservative Andy. Just like, I mean, he did show some enthusiasm, but Dick Vermeil brought that enthusiasm, that drama, that intention. Like, I mean, I think he was more excited to go to the Super Bowl than the guys that were going to the Super Bowl in 1980 when we beat the Cowboys. If you saw him on the sideline, he's
Right.
grabbing all the players' helmets like, oh, did you know what you're doing? You're going to the Super Bowl now.
Right.
I mean, he just brought that energy, and I think our new coach could bring that type of energy. I think he is.
Bringing
He's
it. Yeah.
new. He needs to grow up a little bit. He's young, but I could see that enthusiasm coming for him too. I could see this new coach bringing that. I mean, he's got a load of young guys.
Uh-huh.
It's the same type of, new coach, new team, going to build a team. And we could see it just what our coach Sirianni is doing right now, being what could be a future, what could be looking like Dick Vermeil. So that's what I hope might happen. And plus, if he could just get the team to gel together, be a positive coach, I mean, that's just a win-win too.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, that would be a
Keep
great.
the team together, not separate them like Chip Kelly. Let's just get rid of 64 players in 2 years.
Right. Right. Hey, man, that was a great list, my guy. I definitely like
Oh,
that.
thank you, man.
If you put them on the field, they're definitely winning some football games for you.
There was something I wanted to tell you on my list. I think it was the quarterback. What was it? No, it wasn't the. It was actually a really cool fact. I think it. Yeah, okay. So you said back, because I forgot, it was the first question you said with the top two or three quarterbacks, right? The very first question. And I said it has to go between Jaworski and Norm Van Brocklin on the third spot. Norm Van Brocklin, I didn't know this, but he was the quarterback for the 1960 championship game against the Packers. He's a Hall of Famer. But what was really cool was he actually lost to the Eagles his rookie year in 1949 in LA when we beat him.
Oh wow!
So he ended up losing to the Eagles and then coming back for the Eagles in 1960 and helping win us. So I thought that was a cool little fact. I didn't know that. So
Hey,
I learned something. You learn something every day.
Yeah, I learn something new every day, man. That's what life's really all about. You know what I'm saying?
Because I never really thought about looking up best quarterback, so I had to do some research. And I said, wait a second, that's kind of cool fact. I'll put that on my, for the show. I'll put that stat on. I thought that was kind of interesting. Something I didn't know.
That was good. Yeah, I think, that was probably the first time I heard that one too, man. That was a good stat, man. I feel smarter from it.
Yeah. Hall of Famer, Norm Van Brocklin. Don't forget him.
All right. Well, hey, go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you out on all your social media platforms.
I'm on Further A.M. YouTube. I'm on Further A.M. on Twitter and Further A.M. on Instagram. I'm only just do my cooking, grilling type stuff, a little bit more of my personal life, maybe going out playing some golf, disc golf, skateboard and stuff like that. My own time, a little bit off the topic from the everyday Eagles stuff. My Twitter account, all Eagles. We just 24/7 Eagles. If I can find it, I'll repost it. Sharing everyone's podcast and comments. So if you're an Eagles container, I'll be retweeting and liking your stuff. So I got a big smorgasbord of Eagles stuff on my Twitter. Right now on my YouTube, I'm trying to get back to working on my Eagles highlights. But like I said earlier, right now we're just doing a little bit of flight sim. I finally figured out how to get my screen recorder going. I want to do a couple bit more fun flights, a little more thunderstorm, little bad weather flights around Philadelphia. I'm just doing Philadelphia. It's all I'm posting. Not going to do the world. So if you're into Philly, want to see what Philly's all about, flying up above, how to do it the proper way, like ATC, then come on, check it out. But we're working on getting those highlights soon. I need some more footage. I want a long highlight video. And man, Birdgang, thank you for bringing me on. I really appreciate it. Make sure you sub and like to this guy. Wrong way. I'm not used to the can. This way. This guy, sub to him, like him up. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, sub him up. He's been doing great. He's a legend.
I get all the Eagle content creators on my show. I want to be able to look back at the year and be like, I have all the Eagle content creators that are out there on the show. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take at the end of the year, we're going to take all the greatest teams, and make one ultimate Eagle content creator team there. So I think it's gonna be fun. And also, you guys, before we get out of here, hit that like and subscribe. But also, if you have a birthday, if your girl need a watch, if your guy need a watch, if anybody needs a gift, early Christmas gift, go and get you a La TOURAINE watch. They are sponsoring the Birdgang Nation Sports Talk show. So use promo code Birdgang31 and get yourself 10% off. You know, I know the holidays are coming up, and I know some birthdays are still left in this year. So go ahead, you know, and get them a nice little watch. They're nice, cheap luxury watches, you know what I'm saying? Like, very high in quality, but definitely doesn't hurt the pocket as much as the other ones do. So go get your La TOURAINE watch. Use promo code Birdgang31. Also, subscribe to the network channel. We dropped a new network. We had a live today with the Philly Insider, Hunter Doyle. He did his first show on the network today. It was an amazing show. So if you didn't check it out, go on the network channel, go check it out. You can also find it on Philly Insider Podcast. Me and JC Eagle Talk did our first show that's gonna be dropping every Wednesday. It's called the midweek special. With me and JC Eagle Talk. So check that out if you didn't get a chance to check that one out as well. Much love to all you guys. Thanks again, Further, for joining the show today. And like I always say, fly, Eagles,
Yeah.
fly.
Let's
And let's
go.
go beat them
Yeah.
Niners, baby. This is a Birdgang 31 of Birdgang Nation Sports Talk, and we are out. Peace.
He chose not to have the surgery. He chose to rest and relax and hope it goes away. And then he ended.
We took a look at Gilmore, and if we got Gilmore, we win the division. I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like Stephon Gilmore.
Richard Rogers. He was with our team over the last couple of years. So this is about our fourth time picking him up. What does that mean for